Welcome to the Asian American Magazine. I'm Zahara Mans. I'd like to introduce our guest today, Salma Suhail, originally from Pakistan. Welcome to the show, Salma.
Thank you.
How long have you been in South Florida?
I've been here for almost 7 years now.
7 years?
Yeah.
Yes. How many Pakistani people are there in South Florida?
There are quite a number of them, like about 5,000 to 6,000 in all. Yeah.
Yes. So the community is quite active and they get together quite often in order to maintain the tradition and culture, things of a sort. Yeah. Yeah. Could you tell us a little bit about the role of Pakistani women in America? Now you're in America. And also I understand you're working. You're a working mother as well, right? And how is it like you're playing this role here, working, taking care of husband, have children, and in comparison to the traditional way in Pakistan?
Well, basically the role of a woman in our community, in our society, is to be at home. The best place for her is considered to be home, taking care of the kids, the husband, doing all that. But there are quite a number of women who are now getting out and getting involved in different fields of, I mean, they're having different careers. Like they're into medical professions, into banking, teaching, different. So like me, I'm a pharmacist at a local hospital here, and I enjoy being a housewife as well as a working lady, because, and I've adjusted my hours such that I don't neglect my child or my home.
I see. What about in Pakistan? Are the women active in politics? Like in India, for instance, quite a few women has been in politics.
Yes, women are back there
and Ceylon.
Yeah, they are. In Pakistan too, they are. But not as many as in India. So now, with your family and your next of kin, are they encouraging women or girls to be progressive, to be like boys in a way, you know, go study as much as you can and get, you know, accomplish what Not
you can?
like boys, but yes, we are encouraging our women to come out. And there is women in our country are being educated a lot now. I mean, the basic education, the minimum over there is considered high school, which I think every woman in our society has that schooling nowadays.
Yes, I understand your husband is very active with the community here, with the Pakistani Cultural Society. Are you involved also?
Yes, I am. I help him in laying out different programs. I work with him in organizing the Magzine, and I help him with programs that involve women and children. I try to get in touch with women, encourage them to come out and work with us, and kids too, and they do enjoy it.
Yes,
they appreciate it.
Pakistani women are normally quite shy, right? I mean, they're trained to be quite bashful. Is it right? And now they can't be like that in order to be out there.
That's true to some extent, but it all depends on the individual, I should say.
Also, to my understanding, that women are looked up to in a very sort of respectable way in Pakistani community, as well as a lot of other communities in Asia, but not in the international community. People don't look up to a housewife as a good, honorable job, you know. They look up to a woman doing housework like somebody who can't do anything else better.
If you think that as being backward, I feel proud in it. I mean, we do give respect to our women, and our husbands, they really want their wives to be at home. But the wives, it's their decision. If they choose to get out and work, it's fine with them. They don't, I mean, stop them from doing that.
It's very important. The women always must be behind the family or behind the husband in order to have things organized, to have a proper basis to work from,
Right.
I have to agree. I cannot agree with you more or less, but exactly. So what other activities are you involved in here besides doing what you're doing at the moment?
Well, with the community, we are involved with a lot of activities, like we organize our religious programs. I mean, for women as well as for mixed for men and women. And then besides, as I'm a pharmacist by profession, I have some extracurricular activities involved with our pharmaceutical societies and their meetings and continuing education programs and all that. So it's a busy life. I'm always on my toes.
Such a busy life, but fulfilling one, I imagine, because since you're a mother and you, like you said before, you're very proud to be a mother, and now you are doing something to do with medicine. Not exactly nursing, but something to do with medication. So it's very complementary to the nature of a mother, right? Mother tend to always be nurturing, helping out, and you are now sort of parallel into that line. Yeah. What about mother-in-laws with Pakistani society? Are they well respected? Since like it's a normal thing to do for you to respect the elderly very, very much.
We are trained from the very beginning to respect our elders, no matter who they are. Even our elder brothers and sisters, we give them every respect that we can. And that's our basic teaching. So we try to stick to it, and I also teach that to my little one. And
that's very important. You maintain that value. It's nice to be Americanized, learn different things, new things, but it's always good to have that certain basis to work from again, the same thing. What about clothing here? Do you still use a lot of sari like you're using now at home?
When I go out into our gatherings, our meetings, I always be in my own outfits. But when in others, like at work, I wear what work asked me to, like pants and shirts. And I wear everything basically. It's not.
Where do you get your spices here? I'm sure Pakistani food are very spicy, close to Indian food, right?
Right. We have different stores here for us, so it's no problem. We can get it.
No problem. What is a special dish in Pakistani food?
Special dish. There are so many different dishes that to name one is very hard. I don't know. Like we have different types of curries, biryani, which you must have heard of.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
it sounds like Indian food. Is it very close?
Very close. Very close. Very close.
And also the culture is very, very closely related.
Our culture is very close, but they stick more to vegetarian, and we are both vegetarian and meat.
So you are a Muslim or Hindu?
I'm a Muslim.
The large portion of the population in Pakistani are Muslim?
Right, that's true.
Are there Hindus also?
There are some,
Politically, a while ago, they were having problem. That's how Pakistan and India split up, right? From this trouble here, from religion. So
it was not the religion. It was that the Muslims in India, they felt a need for their own country, for their own government. I mean, that was the basis of the struggle. It was not the religion. I don't think it was a religion.
Are you glad now you're in America, you're working here, have your family here, and also now knowing that quite a few thousands of Pakistanis are here also, you feel at home? You think of going home?
There's nothing like home, I should say. There's nothing like home. I still miss my home, but I feel comfortable in our people. That's true.
It's a sure thing.
There's nothing like home.
But still it's a good thing that it's a large population of Pakistani here, so at least you have people to relate to, people you have in common with, because it's not easy to just change completely and leave everything behind.
No.
What about musical here? Musical society here, are they active? Are they still maintaining?
Yes, we are.
And expanding? Are they expanding into modern sort of music?
We try to stick to our own heritage, but naturally, if you mix some of the Western, it gives a little.
Could you tell us a little bit about Pakistani music? Is it similar to Indian music also?
Not. I think to quite an extent, but not exactly.
Is it a religious base, or is it a way of life like farming or things of the sort?
We enjoy music that reflects patriotism, love with our country, and all that. Besides, religiously, not much. We don't have much music getting into religious.
Like Hindi musics and films are always focusing on love stories. Is it the same in a way for Pakistan?
Not really in Pakistan.
No? They don't have very
much.
Not much.
Not that much.
They're not very romantic, would you say?
They are, but not as much.
Yeah. So they were more practical. They're into sort of like nationalism type thing.
Right.
And get together and defend our country and work harder.
Right.
Type thing. Okay. Thanks so much for being in the show.
Thank you.
It's been very informative.
Thank you.
At this point in time, we'd like to give ourselves some sampling of the Pakistani traditional music. Hope you enjoy it.
तेरा पाकिस्तान है ये मेरा पाकिस्तान है, तेरा पाकिस्तान है ये मेरा पाकिस्तान है। इस पे दिल कुर्बान, इस पे जान भी कुर्बान है। ओ इस पे दिल कुर्बान, इस पे जान भी कुर्बान है। तेरा पाकिस्तान है ये मेरा पाकिस्तान है, तेरा पाकिस्तान है ये मेरा पाकिस्तान है। इस पे दिल कुर्बान, इस पे जान भी कुर्बान है। ओ इस पे दिल कुर्बान, इस पे जान भी कुर्बान है। इसकी बुनियादों में है तेरा लहू मेरा लहू, इसकी बुनियादों में है तेरा लहू मेरा लहू। इससे तेरी आबरू है, इससे मेरी आबरू, इससे मेरा नाम है, इससे तेरी पहचान है। इससे मेरा नाम है, इससे मेरी पहचान है। इस पे दिल कुर्बान, इस पे जान भी कुर्बान है। ओ इस पे दिल कुर्बान, इस पे जान भी कुर्बान है। तेरा पाकिस्तान है ये मेरा पाकिस्तान है, तेरा पाकिस्तान है ये मेरा पाकिस्तान है। इस पे दिल कुर्बान, इस पे जान भी कुर्बान है। ओ इस पे दिल कुर्बान, इस पे जान भी कुर्बान है। ये मेरे कायद की जीती जागती तस्वीर है, ये मेरे कायद की जीती जागती तस्वीर है। हज़रत इकबाल के ख्वाबों की ये ताबीर है। ये वतन प्यारा वतन सरमाया ईमान है, ये वतन प्यारा वतन सरमाया ईमान है। इस पे दिल कुर्बान, इस पे जान भी कुर्बान है। ओ इस पे दिल कुर्बान, इस पे जान भी कुर्बान है। तेरा पाकिस्तान है ये मेरा पाकिस्तान है, तेरा पाकिस्तान है ये मेरा पाकिस्तान है। इस पे दिल कुर्बान, इस पे जान भी कुर्बान है। ओ इस पे दिल कुर्बान, इस पे जान भी कुर्बान है। ये मेरे कायद की जीती जागती तस्वीर है, ये मेरे ख्वाबों की जीती जागती तस्वीर है। हज़रत इकबाल के ख्वाबों की ये ताबीर है। ये वतन प्यारा वतन सरमाया ईमान है, ये वतन प्यारा वतन सरमाया ईमान है, इस पे दिल कुर्बान, इस पे जान भी कुर्बान है। ओ इस पे दिल कुर्बान, इस पे जान भी कुर्बान है। तेरा पाकिस्तान है ये मेरा पाकिस्तान है, तेरा पाकिस्तान है ये मेरा पाकिस्तान है। इस पे दिल कुर्बान, इस पे जान भी कुर्बान है। ओ इस पे दिल कुर्बान, इस पे जान भी कुर्बान है। ओ इस पे दिल कुर्बान, इस पे जान भी कुर्बान है। ओ इस पे दिल कुर्बान, इस पे जान भी कुर्बान। सोनी धरती, सोनी धरती, अल्लाह रखे कदम कदम आबाद, कदम कदम आबाद तुझे, कदम कदम आबाद तुझे। सोनी धरती अल्लाह रखे, तेरा हर एक जर्रा हमको अपनी जान से प्यारा, तेरे दम से शान हमारी, तुझसे नाम हमारा। जब तक है ये दुनिया बाकी हम देखें आज़ाद, हम देखें आज़ाद तुझे, हम देखें आज़ाद। सोनी धरती अल्लाह रखे, तेरी प्यारी सज धज की हम इतनी शान बढ़ाएं, आने वाली नस्लें तेरी अज़मत के गुन गाएं। जब तक है ये दुनिया बाकी हम देखें आज़ाद, हम देखें आज़ाद तुझे, हम देखें आज़ाद। सोनी धरती अल्लाह रखे, कदम कदम आबाद, कदम कदम आबाद तुझे, कदम कदम आबाद। सोनी धरती अल्लाह रखे, सोनी धरती अल्लाह रखे, सोनी धरती अल्लाह रखे।